Joining me on the show, I have.
Pupulola Ojewale. Good
How
evening.
are you doing tonight?
Very well, thank
All
you.
right,
How
good
are
to
you
have you on
too?
the show. Very well, thank you. If you are joining us for the very first time, this is Adversations on the BFM 91.7. Adult Conversations is where we share real life issues and discuss matters of the heart. On Adult Conversations, you give advice by contributing on the subject matter without judging. Adult Conversations on Women Radio runs every Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. because we're here to break the culture of silence. And if you have a story you would like us to profile on Adult Conversations, do well to reach out to us by sending us the story, including your name and your contact telephone number, so that we can reach out to you. For you can send that to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. If you would like us to add you to the Adult Conversations family group chat, please do well to reach out to us. If you would like us to add you to the Adult Conversations family group chat, please do well to reach out to us with your name and a WhatsApp number. Send this to 0703 175 6537. Tonight on Adult Conversations. My name is Larry. I am 43 years old. My wife and I have been married for 15 years, and together we have two children. When we were about to get married, my wife's stepmother told me that my wife had given birth before. I was shocked because my wife didn't mention it to me. I asked her about it, but she denied. She said her stepmother was just looking for a means to destroy our marriage, and I should pay no attention to her words. It bothered me for a while, but I later shook it off because I love my wife and I trusted her. Last month, I was informed that a young lady showed up at my family house to ask about my wife. Upon further inquiry, she told my family members that she's my wife's daughter. I couldn't believe what I heard, so I decided to see for myself. I invited the young lady to our house without her knowledge, and she can't even deny it anymore because she looks exactly like my wife. Upon seeing her child, she started crying, begged for my forgiveness, and said she lied because she loves me and doesn't want to lose me. I was perplexed. I can't believe the woman I married has been living a lie for the past 15 years. As I write to you, I feel so devastated and betrayed. I am heartbroken, confused, and disappointed. Please, what should I do? Well, there you have it. That was a story sent in by Larry on the show today. Larry is listening to the conversation, so please, when you call in, do well to share your thoughts without condemning, judging, or using abusive language. The number to call is 07000 917 You can also send a text and WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. What are your thoughts tonight? What would you like to say to Larry on the show? Larry is 43 and Larry has been betrayed by his wife of 15 years. Now, before they got married, his wife's stepmom told him that this lady you're about to get married to as a child. And then he took out time to ask his wife, I was told you have a child, but then she denied it. Now it's been 15 years. The child that she denied 15 years ago came to Larry's family house last month to ask about her mother. Now, Larry was called and he was told that this is a person that's, showed up to ask about her mother. And Larry took a step further to say, okay, come to the house, let me see you. And then upon seeing this girl in the house, she looked exactly like his wife. Now, the wife cannot deny, she begged and said she did it out of love. Now, for the past 15 years, she has decided not to say anything about that child. So it means that if the child had not showed up, she wouldn't have said anything still to Larry about the child. Now, Larry is devastated. Larry is disappointed. Larry feels so much betrayed. So, what would you like to say to Larry on the show tonight? 07000 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. You can also send a text and WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. What exactly would you like to say to Larry on the show tonight? If you take a look at the story, what would be your thoughts? What would you like to say to him? Because this is more like, how can you forget or how can you shake it off that the person you have been living with all this while has a child somewhere and you have no single idea? Let's hear from this person. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good.
Hi, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Kitchen.
Chooks from Ketu. Good evening.
I would like Larry to move on with his family.
Okay.
He should just move on with his family and forgive his wife. He
Okay.
did that out of love.
Mm,
It can happen to anybody.
mm,
If she has told him the truth, Larry might not marry her,
mm,
take her home and her man.
mm.
He just forgive her. It's very hard. It's hard, but she can't forgive her and move on. If I was Larry as well, I can invite the girl to come and stay with us. And even live with us. That is the way. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Chooks, for your thoughts on the show tonight. So Chooks is saying that Larry should move on with his family, like forgive and forget. Is it that easy? Knowing that the same person you slept on the same bed, the same person has two children for you. Okay, so if Larry is moving on, what about the children? How are they supposed to come to terms with the fact that, oh, their mother has a child from a previous marriage? And this child they do not know before now. And all of a sudden, this child is coming into existence. So, how are they supposed to just, cohabit and say, oh, let's come together, you are mother's daughter, and all of that? How does that happen? What do you think about this one?
I mean, the story. First of all, I would say that
Just hold
what.
your thoughts.
Okay.
Let's take this call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Please turn down the volume on your radio.
Okay, my name is
Your name is what?
Romy.
Okay, Mumi, where is Mumi calling us from?
Calling from Ikeja.
All right, Mumi, please go ahead.
Okay, so my thought on this is I feel you should imagine the person who was born. That's Larry now. If he was the one in that shirt and then someone showed up and said, oh, I have a chance for you back in the days and then have a child now. How would you feel? When did he even tell the wife also he has a child before? So would it because of that say, if the wife said, oh, because of that I'm moving on, would he be happy about
Hmm.
it? You know?
Hmm.
At the same time, if the wife had changed it, he would have not married her. And I just believe that there's a reason for this. If the girl has showed us, she has never saddled him with the responsibility of the child. So it's not like it's going to be a burden or something. It's just say, okay, it's your child, I can't restrict that, but don't saddle me with responsibility. She's giving birth to the child, she's giving birth to the child. There's nothing that can be done about that. But if everyone were thought, let's put ourselves in the same shoes, how would they have felt? How would they have felt she should not do it?
Hmm.
That's my take.
Hmm. All right, Wumi, thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight. So, Wumi is saying that let's change the narrative. What if it was Larry that was in this show? After so many years, a woman just showed up and say, "Oh yeah, I have a child, and you're the father." And what does he want that woman to do? But is it the same thing?
Um, I mean, yeah, it's the same thing. But coming back to Larry's story
Story.
and all of that, First of all, I would say this is actually kind of weighty because I mean it's actually not easy. But I would say that his wife did something wrong. Like what she did was wrong. Not telling Larry about the child that she has, and I mean he had to get to know from the stepmother, even though the stepmother intention might not be even good. I
Yes,
mean, so
absolutely. I agree
I
with you.
just want Larry to understand his wife because I want to come from the perspective
15
whereby
years.
yeah, I mean, I want to come from the. I mean, 15 is a long, like so long.
15
So that's why I
years.
said she's actually very
Coupled
wrong.
with the fact that she had the opportunity to tell the truth, but she chose not to.
But there are sometimes when you do something and you just feel comfortable with it because you know that okay, everything is going fine. So maybe that was what happened to Larry's wife. Like the lady's already comfortable that well, Larry is not asking about it, and I don't need to tell him or anything about that. So that was what brought them to that was what brought them so far. I mean, for them to now finally realize that okay, there's a child out there. So as I was saying, I want Larry to understand his wife in the fact that what if this lady is actually how will I say it? Maybe it has actually happened to her before in her past relationship where she has told men that okay, I have a child and I'm a single mother and all of that. And at the end of the day, this man will leave her. So maybe she has been fighting the battle of man leaving her after telling them the truth that she has a child. And now that she now found Larry, maybe she decided not to tell him and just keep Larry to her side that okay, I mean I will take care of my child, just let me I just need a man in my life. And maybe that was what is in her mind. I feel like it is actually how will I say it is when you are in a situation that you know that oh, this is what I would do and all of that. And we have individuals difference and how we handle situations. Even though she's actually wrong not telling Larry for the past 15 years that she has a child. I mean, if Larry will just like we were talking about true love the other time, if Larry is interested in liking her, he should have given it a try. Larry can actually, accept the fact that she has the child and accept the two of them. But I feel like the lady was actually scared of losing Larry. That was why she didn't tell him. I mean, just like the stepmother case, telling Larry that she has a child. What if it is even the stepmother that has been telling every man that has been with this lady that this lady has a child and at the end of the day they leave her? So maybe that's what happened to her, and she just feel like okay, and sometimes you start procrastinating that maybe she has been procrastinating that I will tell Harry, I will tell him when it's time, I will tell him to now go to like 15 years and now it's complicated. So I just want Larry to, even though what she did is very wrong, but I just want Larry to find a way to, forgive her. I mean, you can still move on with her, you can still, forgive her, but I mean it's
Let's
just
take this call.
complicated.
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello. Okay, so I guess you might just have to call us back. 07000 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. You can send us a text and WhatsApp message on 0703 175 6537. Log onto our website www.wfm917.com. Download the mobile app WFM917 and yes, send in your contributions to our social media platforms WFM917. And the question is, what would you like to say to Larry on the show tonight? Do you think Larry is wrong to feel angry about whatever happened? Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Okay, so it looks like we're starting again from where we left off on Thursday.
Yeah.
07000 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Larry on the show? Larry is asking you, what is the way to go? What would you like to say? Larry is disappointed. He feels betrayed. Imagine you're married to a woman for 15 years. You have two children. Someone you call your wife has a child prior to that marriage, and she did not let you know. And the fact that you even asked her at some point because you were given a hint and then she denied. What was she thinking? Was she thinking that the child would die or the child would not come look after her at the end of the day? Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Yes, Anthony. Calling for what it's good. Think of pleasure.
Okay,
All right,
Anthony, good to
Anthony.
have
Good to
you.
have you on the show.
Yeah, but even though I just want into my radio now. Don't really know that I was which part we are trying to access the conversation more. Are you hearing me?
Go on,
Yeah.
Anthony.
Yes.
Are you hearing me well now?
I can
Mm-hmm.
hear you.
Uh-huh. Even though I not to understand the correction, at least I get the address more when I listen.
Mm-hmm.
Although the lady lied to she was gonna be my girlfriend,
Husband.
husband, over 50 years. So we have, it's nothing like you just have charge outside of the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Although I not to go the lady, sha, why be say maybe the lady is get that child out of rape or is get that child out of wedlock. So understand?
Mm-hmm.
50 years is not a small thing. 50 years child now. And if na woman, don't even grow. If na boy, don't even grow. Don't even finish secondary school. Sure understand? That is truth of the matter. The only thing I did be say, make the guy, the Larry, may just find a way in his mind to forgive the lady. You understand? Are you hearing me?
You're
Yes,
with
of
you.
course, I was here. Please go ahead.
That, because if, although I know say the lady, because he lied for the man, that is the only way, that is the only place where I will feel blame her. But though, what I'm saying that the man says have child for outside, will not tell the lady. Actually, the lady will forgive. You will tell her, say, okay, let me see the child. I will take care of her. I will take her as my own. Let Larry take care of that child. You don't know you can correct somebody tomorrow. Shut up, as you don't know, let's bring bygone be bygone. There is everybody, let's say, majority of out of 100% of women, like 9% cannot tell the truth. That's what the matter. They cannot tell the
I
truth
think
because
that is not peculiar to a gender. I think it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
maybe if you tell her that at the beginning, the man may not marry her. So understand? Maybe the future doesn't come before because he said they have it, they will not move forward.
Mm.
They go forward about the marriage.
Mm.
Because I had the same experience. That's why. You understand?
Mm.
Many things will happen like that. I'm not too great believe you when you left for the man, so you not tell us you have child for her. After all, even though you tell us you have a child for her, maybe the man marrying you, see her. Maybe the man will not accept the child to read. Maybe the name accept. Not be all make her accept. Even some women cannot accept. You know that another person thinking they live with her. So understand? Now
Mm.
it's when the man just find a way to forgive her. And now what I just said with Larry with that. Life goes on.
Mm.
At least she be already get ready for the man for the husband.
Mm.
Uh-huh. So you
Yeah,
find a way
two
to
children.
how you say?
Two children.
Two children, even the man, if you do pursue and I think you know what I'm again. Say the man if man on that word, the man why the man go marry go born Jesus Christ. You know born Jesus Christ, don't get the same one get. That is what the matter. Let me just find a way to forgive her. That is my real advice. Let me forgive her this morning, this evening. Take care.
All right, thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight, Anthony. 070917917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say on the show tonight? What would be your thoughts? What would be your advice to Larry on the show? So, just in case you're joining us tonight on Adult Conversations, we are taking a look at the story that was sent in by Larry. According to Larry, he said, "My name is Larry. I am 43 years old. My wife and I have been married for 15 years, and together we have two children. When we were about to get married, my wife's stepmother told me that my wife had given birth before. I was shocked because my wife did not mention it to me. I asked her about it, but she denied. She said her stepmother was just looking for a means to destroy our marriage, and I should pay no attention to her words. It bothered me for a while, but I later shook it off because I love my wife and I trusted her. Last month, I was informed that a young lady showed up at my family house to ask about my wife. Upon further inquiry, she told my family members that she's my wife's daughter. I couldn't believe what I heard, so I decided to see for myself. I invited the young lady to our house without her knowledge, and she can't even deny it anymore because she looks exactly like my wife. Upon seeing her child, she started crying, begged for my forgiveness, and said she lied because she loves me and doesn't want to lose me. I was perplexed. I can't believe the woman I married has been living a lie for the past 15 years. As I write to you, I feel so devastated and betrayed. I am heartbroken, confused, and disappointed. Please, what should I do? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hello. Good evening. We can hear you.
Good evening.
Yeah, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Toyin from Oba.
Okay.
Alright,
sorry.
Tony, you to have you on the show tonight.
Yeah. So, from my own experience, I'm a single mother, and I get tutors, and the moment you tell them that, oh, you have a child, they just like condemn you immediately. So I can understand from the woman's perspective, but at the same time, she should have just at one point or the other, in as much as the man already have an idea that there's a child somewhere. If you are afraid of, oh, after you won't get married to you, then maybe probably after the wedding, she could have just maybe along during the course of the year, she could have just cheated on a day that the guy is in a very good mood. You understand what I'm trying to say? She was not saying it at all. I've experienced this on several times. So at the level I'm in now, if I tell you I have a child, you are not okay, you move on. Not well and good, you're lost. Do you understand? So we handle issues differently. Maybe she's handled the aspect too much that she couldn't go anymore, and she just had to pretend that things were going smoothly. And there's a meeting. In as much as we did this song already, I would advise Larry to sit down and think about this. Is choice to make. You have 2 children already with this woman. Would you want to say you want to take custody of the children and leave? Would you want to say, oh, leave my children with me and go away? Of course, they wouldn't want to do that. So it's up to him to decide. Okay, since the child has not been staying with us, we understand that you have a child. Let her stay where she has been staying, and she can come and visit. It's another option we can take just to salvage the situation. But believe you me, if she tells the woman to go, we're starting from the scratch all over again. And it's going to start, maybe we will now end up with someone that has 2 kids already.
Okay, so you're saying that he should forgive and just move on.
Just put in some pre-measured terms that, okay, since the child has not been staying with us, the child cannot stay with us, let her stay where she can come and visit maybe on holidays, so that at least one way or the other, bringing her gradually into the family. She's old, she's 15 already. If we look at from,
we don't even know her age. Funny enough, we don't know her age because she had a child before the marriage. So we should be like in her 20s or something.
Do you get? Plus or minus, the child is over 15 already. Already. Yeah. So it shouldn't be. Your marriage should not be because of a teenager. Really. She has a life. You still have your life to live. You have kids that are not a teenager. If of the story, if children are able to 15-year-old girl, just need to decide if you want to forfeit whatever it is because of a child that showed up suddenly, which has not in any way affected him from the beginning of the marriage. So it's up to think it well and weigh his options and decide on what to do. It's an adult, you can't decide for him. If we give advice from now to tomorrow, if he wants to do what is in his mind, he will do it. So it's up to him to decide if he's ready to let go of what he has labored for in 15 years, just for a teenager that came around suddenly. Or he wants to keep his marriage and just save the child's life as well. It's up. That's my take.
Alright, thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight. And I'm also thinking something. Could it be that, Anthony said something about the circumstances surrounding the birth of the child and all of that? Could it also be that this woman had, stopped communicating with this child? Because for this child to show up unannounced, there is every tendency that she's not even in communication with the child. She does not know the child's whereabouts. So she just assumes that the child will never show up again. Because for her to have remained consistent with that lie, say, oh, she doesn't have a child, or there is nothing to worry about. And for 15 years, she didn't see anything about it. So it means that she was not in connection. She was not in talk with that child.
She might actually be.
For
I
that
would
child
say,
to show up
you know,
all of a
she's
sudden.
matured enough to. I mean, she might be tired. I mean, everybody wants that mother love, your parents' love and all of that. Maybe the girl has been living with the grandparents or someone,
or her father's
and all of
family
that.
or something.
And now she wants something. She wants the connection with her mother. And maybe she has even been telling the woman, and the woman is saying, "Don't worry. When it is time, all those excuses. Don't worry. When it is time, I will tell my husband. He will, he will accept and all of that." And now the lady is tired. The girl is tired of waiting, and
So she decided to take it into her own hands. All right, let's hear from this person. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
This is Georgina from Abuja.
All right, Georgina, good to have you on the show tonight.
What I know as in the girl, it was very bad of her to have kept it for 15 years. But I believe it is due to this stigma of as a single mothers in the society. So you get. So maybe that is why she was like kind of afraid of telling the husband. So what I believe is that the girl should just forgive her because of the 2 children they have, and they should move ahead. I believe it is due to the stigma in the society. So please, I will advise the guy to please forgive her and they should move ahead with their life. All right, thank you.
Alright, thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight, Georgina. Georgina is saying that Larry should forgive his wife for the sake of his 2 children. What would you like to say to Larry on the show tonight? 07000 917 917. You can also send a text and a WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. What are your thoughts concerning the story for tonight? Do you think Larry should forgive? Hello, good evening. Hi.
Anthony, call back.
Okay.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah, well, I was here, Anthony. Please go on.
I just remember one thing now. You said the girl, the young girl is 15 years.
We don't know her age, actually. But she should be more than 15.
If she's 15 years, this woman got married to Larry 15 years ago. Look at the circumstances events cover this birth of this child. You know whether this lady, it's just the time who give the birth to that baby. Maybe she will reject at that time first. That baby will live with stepmother, stay with the stepmother. When I will know, I will stay with the mother first. You understand? That's the only thing too. Because our people also say the long use one person man, the judge. She didn't let the husband want to be here now complain. But the lady did not complain about your own. We don't know what it cause wahala between she and her daughter. You still look at it that way. You still look at it that way too. Because if person come meeting a job matter for me, I say, okay, let me hear for the other person match first. Me know as we take end the story. So after the husband don't talk to you now, everybody they start to actually make you forgive. They just try to forgive the woman and move on with life. Everybody, let just live as the husband and wife they lived before. If the child say one live with them, let's see the child live with them. Because as we say, there is no picking who no wants the mother love and everything. Let me now, I'm an offer as a parent. It is what my parents they are alive. Now, if I have anything if I have something like this, something is bothering me for mine. But I will call my mother, I will call my father, tell them. It will advise me. Also, when we get up for life, maybe they near their father, near their mother. There is nothing like father and mother. But they recover children for this life. If anybody want to harm you now, if your father do your back, nothing can come. That will never harm you again. What I believe you, maybe the child is just a missing mother. That's why. This will be the issue where they say that is this around the bush no, all those kind of things are not even supposed to just come radio. They're set up by themselves.
All right. Thank you very much, Anthony, for your thoughts on the show tonight. 07917 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. If you are just joining us, you're listening to Adult Conversations on the BFM 91.7. Adult Conversations is where we share real life stories and discuss matters of the heart. On Adult Conversations, you contribute by advising the subject matter without judging. You can be a part of the conversation by calling 07000 917. My name is Blessing Ameto, and with me on the show tonight I have
Opilola Ojewale.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your girl again. And you are listening to WFM 91.7. Yeah, keep your ear tuning. That's it. Bye-bye.
It's time to enjoy fast and reliable internet connection for less.
It's time to go big in the Airtel Home Broadband all-time mega offer.
It's time to take advantage of the Airtel Home Broadband all-time mega offer. Get a MiFi with up to 125 gigabyte bonus data for just 5,000 naira, or a router with up to 240 gigabyte bonus data for just 10,000 naira. Visit any Airtel shop or www.airtel.com.ng/HBB now. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Are you searching for durable, guaranteed, elegant, affordable home products? At Eleganza Industrial City Limited, we put you first. From plastic chairs for adults and babies, party tables and school tables, disposable plates and cups, as well as reusable plastics, food warmers and cooling boxes, trash bins of various sizes, baby diapers, lady sanitary care products, luggage of various sizes, hair threads, and lots more. Eleganza Industrial City Limited has got you covered with our elegantly designed products in unique shapes and sizes. Visit us at kilometer 68 Lekki Ekpe Expressway after Eleko Junction, Ibeju Lekki, Lagos. Or you can call 081 801 99999 or 090 914 73665, or you can send us an email at eleganzaindustrialcity@yahoo.com or info@eleganzagroups.com or sales@eleganzagroups.com. You can visit our website www.eleganzagroups.com. Eleganza Industrial City Limited. The name is our guarantee.
Bishirin koyon uwana mata, ke ma'aikaciya ce ko ɗaliba ko mai sana'a ko manomiya ko uwar gida mai sana'a cikin gidanta, domin kuwa dama ta samu. Rediyon mata wato Women Radio ta tarar muku da ƙungiya na masu sana'a iri daban-daban a duk jihohin da ke Najeriya. Ƙungiyar rediyon mata na matuƙar kulawa da harkokin mata domin ganin cewa mata masu sana'a sun samu karɓuwa da ci gaba a cikin al'umma ta hanyar tallata musu hajojinsu ba tare da biyan ko naira ba. Ko kuma ku shiga shafinmu na wannan ƙungiya a Facebook. Idan kuka kasance memba ɗin wannan ƙungiyar, akwai kyauta da garaɓasa da ake samu a duk ƙarshen wata. Domin samun wannan kyauta, sai ku yi downloading ɗin mobile app ɗinmu domin samun sauraron mu a kowane lokaci a duk inda kuke. Ku kasance da rediyon mata.
Our friend Oliver is what you call a man with a huge appetite. Gigantic, actually. And if there's one phrase we have come to know Oliver for, it is this:
More data, please.
no matter what we offer him.
More data, please.
So guess what we did? We heard Glow created new data plans for people like Oliver, and we got him exactly that. And guess what Oliver said?
Excuse me, please, is this all for me? Only me?
Now, Oliver certainly has more than enough data. All thanks to the Glow Mega Data Plans.
With the longer validity you get on Glow Mega Data Plans, you can work from home with ease, run your business better, download non-stop, stream music and movies endlessly, learn online, and share data with anyone. No worries. Get 225 gigabytes at 30,000 naira for 30 days, 425 gigabytes at 50,000 naira for 90 days, and 1 terabyte at 100,000 naira for a year. Dial star 777 hash now to start enjoying these mega plans.
Unlimited.
The big question.
Corruption is, in fact, is increasing more. We never heard that snake and whether python and swallow emoji.
Why?
Everything has increased.
Conversational, controversial, and borderline disruptive. The big question.
Mondays to Fridays, 12:05 p.m.
On your Women Radio, WFM 91.7. Radio Doctor on WFM 91.7 every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. brings you medical experts specialized in women's health.
If you're a 28-day cycle person, just come forward on your day 14, you won't ovulate.
Call in to get free consultation on women's health on 07000 917 917 and 090 256 25455. You can send in questions, cases, and related contributions on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at WFM917. Text and WhatsApp to 070 317 56537. You can listen live online on www.wfm917.com. Radio Doctor, Nigeria's first free consultation radio health program on WFM 91.7.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your girl again. You are listening to WFM 91.7. Yeah, keep your ear tuning. That's right,
Alright, 16 minutes right before 9 from the side of the radio. Glad to know that you're still there, tuned into WFM 91.7. This is Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. And yes, you are listening to Adult Conversation, where we share real life issues and discuss matters of the heart. On Adult Conversations, you get to be a part of the conversation by contributing, by advising the subject matter without judging. Hello, good evening. Please to call us back on the show tonight. 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. Send a text and WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. All right, we would appreciate you if you would call us back on the show tonight. Tonight on the show, we shared with you a story that was sent in by Larry. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, so this is Georgina calling back.
Okay.
Another thing I want to chip in is that for the past 15 years, we've been living peacefully. As only the issue of the daughter is not coming.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy should continue living like that and forget. That is what I would like to suggest.
Thank you. Thank you, Georgina.
All right. Thank you very much, Georgina, for being a part of the conversation. 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Larry on the show? Larry is 43. He has been married for 15 years and he got to know that his wife has a child from a previous relationship last month. Now he's saying that he feels so betrayed, he feels heartbroken, and he's disappointed as well. So what would you like to say to him? In your own thoughts, in your own opinion, do you think Larry should continue with this marriage? Because, some people would just naturally think that, this is lie. It's a relationship built on lie. Even though it is 15 years, and you're born, just not so they should separate. They should go their separate ways. Because for her to have lied for 15 years without even saying, "Oh, let me at some point." Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Calling from Oakland State.
Hi, Tonya. Good to have you on the show tonight.
Yeah, thank you. And how's your day?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Larry has to calm down. He has no choice now to forgive her. Because, number one, we have to look the good side of her, except maybe she's not someone that is good. in some kind of aspect. But for someone to keep a daughter away from you, like keeping away your daughter away from, like, oh God, how will I go to this? Putting my child away from me for like 15 years just because I want to be in a relationship. Like, it's because she really loves you and she has a reason why she has to hide that fact from you. She might be going through a lot that she might be scared of saying it to because of her past relationship. A lot of people might be ignoring that fact that she's being real to them, but they want to take it for granted. And secondly, she might do the same thing because she wants to present, she wants to save the love. I don't know if you're getting my point. Larry just has to please calm down. If she's a good person, please, not because of that same point of she has a child and she's keeping it away from you for a very long time. You should break a good home that you have with her. It's fine. It's okay if you get angry, but getting over it, it's very important. And you don't let people give you advice because you end up finding out something that is very hard to forgive. Some people find it very hard to forgive. So that's why I said, yes, he has the right to get angry at the moment, but please, he should not break his home because of something that really, how would I put this? Something that is not really something that does not have a concrete big reason for you to break your home because of her. She's over 15 years old. So even though I don't know how old the girl might be, I'm sure she's over 15 years old. Because you can't be in a marriage that for 15 years and you think that child is not matured enough to know what is right or good. And for your wife to keep that kind of thing away from you, she loves you so much. No woman, no person, no woman or a mother that will want to keep her child away from her for 15 good years. So please, you have to calm down and please, you should please forgive her.
Thank you, Junior, for your thoughts.
All right, thank you very much. I mean, everyone is saying forgive her, forgive her, forgive her, forgive her. But is it that easy to just forgive, to, say, oh, yes, my wife, I forgive you. You have your reasons for lying about your child. Now that I know, I forgive you, just like that. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. I guess you might just have to call us back. 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be part of the conversation. You can also send us a text and WhatsApp message to join the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Larry on the show tonight? Do you think Larry should forgive this woman? Don't forget the part that she lied for 15 years. Hello, good evening. Hello. All right, so I guess you might just have to call us back. 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. Send us a message 0703 175 6537. Log on to our website www.wfm917.com. Download the mobile app, the BFM 917, to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Larry on the show tonight? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. My name is Alicia. I'm from Ogun State. Oluchi.
Oh, Oluchi from Ogun State. It's good to have you.
Yeah, I'm 15 years old.
Oh, wow.
But my opinion to only is that you should just please forgive the woman because the lady did it because of the love that he has to his family. And again, about the stepmother, assuming that her daughter has a daughter like the lady did, the woman cannot tell the in-law that her daughter has a daughter before her daughter will marry to the guy. So the family should just please forgive the lady. Because maybe many men are coming to the lady, but whenever that the lady told them that he has a daughter, the person will just run away. So that is the reason why the lady did it, because of he said that he cannot be saying all this because he has a daughter. So he should just please find a place in his heart and forgive the lady.
Thank you for your thoughts.
All right, 07000 That would be the way for you to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Larry on the show tonight? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Victoria from Augustus.
I want Victoria, please turn down the volume on your radio, step away from your radio set.
Okay. So what I would want to say is I believe it should have even been the place of the parents, of the girl's parents, to approach the guy right from the beginning. So the guy would have just needed to inquire from the lady. That is what I believe. It is the place of the girl's parents to have sat the guy down before marriage and told the guy about the girl's daughter. That is what the wife's daughter. That is what I believe.
All right. Thank you very much, Victoria, for your thoughts on the show tonight. What would you like to say to Larry on the show? 07000 He said, my name is Larry. I am 43 years old. My wife and I have been married for 15 years. And together we have 2 children. When we were about to get married, my wife's stepmother told me that my wife had given birth before. I was shocked because my wife didn't mention it to me. I asked her about it, but she denied. She said her stepmother was just looking for a means to destroy our marriage, and I should pay no attention to her words. It bothered me for a while, but I later shook it off because I love my wife and I trusted her. Last month, I was informed that a young lady showed up at my family house to ask about my wife. Upon further inquiry, she told my family members that she is my wife's daughter. I couldn't believe what I heard, so I decided to see for myself. I invited a young lady to our house without her knowledge, and she can't even deny it anymore because she looks exactly like my wife. Upon seeing her child, she started crying, begged for my forgiveness, and said she lied because she loves me and doesn't want to lose me. I was perplexed. I can't even believe the woman I married has been living a lie for the past 15 years. As I write to you, I feel so devastated and betrayed. I am heartbroken, confused, and disappointed. Please, what should I do? Remember that Larry is listening to the conversation, so please, when you call in to share your thoughts, endeavor to do so without judging, condemning, or using abusive language. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Hi, when can you join on the show tonight?
Thank you, Jason. Marriage case is a very difficult case, so honestly, like you said, everybody say forgiveness. It's not easy actually. It's not easy to forgive 15 years after. That's the truth. It's not easy to forgive, but that is the only choice. It's the hard way, but the only way to forgive. A lot of people do it. A lot of marriages are suffering that. A lot of people are just doing it for reason known to them. That's just the truth. But like I always say, the Bible is very clear about it. The man and man, they were naked and they were not ashamed. And people said that nakedness is just being nude in front of each other. That is not true. Being naked before each other is exposing your part, telling your partner how the kind of life you have lived, these things that you know that are not good as you have done before, and these ones that you are trying to you've been trying to change. You understand? So that is being naked for each other. Without being ashamed. But we, as human beings, I don't just know, because you say that you love somebody. If you love somebody, you be honest with that person. That's just the truth. If you love me, if I love you, I will just be honest with you. I have the things I cannot tell the person I don't love. Just ordinary friend. I will tell you. And that is why love plays a role. But in this case now, what thing I would tell Larry is to enjoy it. I was when I was a bachelor, the lady I wanted to marry had a similar issue. She did it from me for the first 1 year of our relationship, and I got to know about it. When I got to know, when she knew that I have known it on her own, she quit. I called her. Why are you running? I love you. This is not a problem. It's not a thing. I don't know the reason why you did. I don't know how much led to you having a child after wedlock. But whatever the reason is, it's not information to me. It doesn't stop me from loving you. Yes, for me, I would take her as my own child too. But she was afraid of the stigmatization, as she said, that not about my people and things like that. So that's the reason why she left. And maybe that's what makes people to hide things like this. That's what makes people to hide it. So we are now married. You have to endure. She's your wife. And I believe that things have been working well for two of you as partners before now. So don't make this little mistake it has under your marriage. I'm just advising you, giving you brotherly advice. Let's go. Forgive. And let life continue.
All right, thank you very much, Young, for your thoughts on the show tonight. 07000 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. You can also send a text and WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello, good evening. Okay, so I guess you might just have to call us back. Let's check out some of the messages that we have here already. This one says, let's see. This is from Chinwe from Ejibo. Chinwe from Ejibo says, good evening, ladies. You have no problem. Continue loving your wife and her daughter since she has apologized. Okay, let's hear from this person. Hello, good evening. Hello. All right, thank you very much. Please do well to call us back. I guess the network is acting funny again tonight. Just keep your calls coming in. All right, we have this one from Adebayo Jamio. Olariwaje says, hello, Larry. It is quite unfortunate that a woman you love deceived you. If you truly love her, please kindly forgive and forget. 15 years of marriage with 2 kids, it's truly a long journey, and consider your children before you take any decision. Tell her your mind and warn her never to repeat such again. All right, please do well to call us back. 07000 917 917. All right, let's hear from this person. Hello, good evening.
Hello, I'm the one that called before, Oluchi from Ogun State.
All right, Oluchi, good to have you once again.
It happens to me. Like me, my dad did that to me, but when he married to my stepmom, he did not tell my mom. So my stepmom heard it from someone and asking my dad, and my dad now said that he doesn't have any daughter. But later on, around last year, November, that I come to my father's land, then I now explain everything to the lady. The lady was shocked. So it's not only the ladies that used to do that, it's even man. If assuming that the thing happens to Larry cannot even deny it. So it happens to my dad too. So Larry just please forgive the lady. That is all I can.
All right, thank you very much, Oluchi, for your thoughts on the show tonight. Let's hear what Nathaniel Ojenero has to say. Zero from Ojodubaja. He says, hello, Larry, I can feel how you're feeling, but nevertheless, if you truly love your wife, forgive her. Thank God that it is not that she has been legally married to a man before. That would have been worse. It is the issue of childbirth. This is an issue that can be managed by you. Just calm yourself down. Pray that God will erase the issue from your heart. In fact, both of you can decide to take care of the child. Then you will see the good side of more love from your wife. Please take heart. I beg you, Larry. All right. Thank you very much, Nathaniel, for your thoughts on the show. So Chris says, divorce her and ensure you remain a good and responsible father to your kids. Chris from Ayobo. All right, thank you very much, Chris, for your thought. I can see the reaction on your face. So, what do you have to say?
Really, I wasn't expecting that. I actually understand. Let me just. I will try to understand where it's actually coming from. But I mean, it's not up to that. Even though, yeah, this lady lied to Larry for 15 years. I mean, maybe even before they even get married. I mean, they will have been in relationship for some month or year thereabout before they now get married and all of that. So it's not up to getting divorced. I mean, Larry should try to know what is actually happening. Like Larry should get to know the reason behind her action. Larry should get to know why she, actually did that. Just like I said earlier, a lot of people, like, we handle situations differently. The way we can handle, just like someone said, that what if this lady actually got the child through wedlock or something, and she can't just bring herself together and telling Larry? Or what if this lady has been open to a lot of men that have come into her life, but at the end of the day they left her just because of her burden, they left her just because of what she has. And now when she feel like, okay, I mean, she's getting old and I need to settle down, what can I do? Let me just, keep my child. Maybe the child might be safe somewhere, but just for her to tell Larry, she might actually have it in mind to tell Larry. We have a lot of people that do that they try to, tell you what is actually going on in their life, but they just want to give it time. Before you know it, time is gone already. I mean, she might not even realize that it's even now 15 years. And she's unable to tell her husband that this is actually what is going on in my life. So I don't think it's actually up to, getting divorced. It's just for Larry to, listen to what she has to say and let, Larry to know why she, actually, go through that way, not telling Larry that she has a child already. I mean, they have been living for 15 years, just like someone said that they may actually be they may actually have been living peacefully, no problem, no marriage issues and all of that. So it's just because of the child that she has and she didn't tell Larry about. So it's something they can actually sort out without bringing in or without involving divorce. So that's what I was saying. I mean,
all right.
I mean,
let's check out more messages. In the meantime, let's take this call. Hello, good evening.
Blessing. How are you?
Good evening, Mr. Darlington. How are you tonight?
Yes. Opelola Adi?
Yeah, I was expecting you to call my name, Opelola. Good evening, Mr. Darlington.
Yes. I think I am free from your judgment tonight.
Don't mind me. Thank you. Good evening.
How are you girls?
Very well, thank you.
How was the weekend?
Good.
I can see that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Please, the question here is not the child per se. The question is the lie that was told. That is the issue. All these, look, there are lies you cannot hide from. So why not tell the truth from the beginning? Because eventually they will find out. It's like hiding a 6 months old pregnancy. You can't hide it. You can't hide it. Why not tell the truth from the beginning? There is no way that marriage will be the same again. No matter how you look at it, it can never be. Because this man will be looking at this woman and be thinking, that's why they say the heart of man, my dear, the heart of man. No, even God does not know the heart of man, no. God does not know the heart of man. He said it himself. How could you hide such a thing, thinking that you don't want to live? Now that you are about to lose him, what are you going to do? You can imagine. There are things you don't need to lie about, please. You didn't kill anybody. Say it as it is. There is nothing wrong. Somebody who wants you will want you. No matter whether you have 20 children or whatever. I don't like this excuse that you don't want. What kind of thing is that? This lie does not help. Please, it doesn't. The lady should find a way to reassure this man. That's what I can say. He should find a way to reassure him. Because if you could tell this type of lie, that means you could tell other lies. Or there are other things you are not telling him. And the man has been living, trusting you and all that, believing that he can even defend you outside, not knowing that, So these are the issues. When you have a liar in the house, it's not good. You don't know when to defend the person. You don't know when to go against the person. But when you have a trusted friend, there's nothing like trust. That's why marriage is on trust. When that trust is broken, my dear, it will be difficult. Even your love life will be ruined. You won't feel happy. You won't feel happy because your mind will be going there whenever you are in the bedroom. You'll be thinking that you are with your enemy in your bedroom. You won't feel happy. I'm telling you, that is the issue. There's no way that man will be free. The relationship has been severed. And that is a very big issue here. This lady has to reassure the man because it's the man that is rotten now. He's the one rotten. Telling you. Because he said it before, remember. He said when he had it, he told her. And the lady said there was nothing like that. My dear, how do you reconcile it with what has been discovered now? How? Because you want to, that means if any other situation arises, you can see disown this man because you want to have your way, Abi. That is the meaning now. You said you did it because you don't want to lose him. That means if something was like this, that's how you disown this man in order to have your own interest protected. Then after you start apologizing. No. Marriage doesn't work like that. Seriously. She had to do a lot of work to reassure this man. I'm not going to tell the man what to do. I will not. Let this lady walk her way out of the problem she created. She will be the one to solve this problem. Yes, she will be the one because she caused it. If the man decides to take any decision, I'm not there. Let this lady so that it will be a lesson for others. Whenever, if you are making girlfriend and boyfriend, it's a different thing. You can lie to 20 men. It doesn't matter. The moment you want to settle down, say it all. Because that thing you are hiding will be discovered, though. It will be discovered, though. Except you are coming from the moon. As long as you're on this earth, somebody will tell a tale about you. It's as simple as that. So don't lie with certain things. It's not helpful at all. Good evening.
All right, thank you very much for your thought on the show tonight, Mr. Darlington. Let's check out more messages. This one is from. Okay, so let's check out more messages here. Let's see. This one is from Oyendi. Oyendi sent in this from Lagos. Oyendi says, Mr. Larry, this is difficult and a hard pill to chew. Nonetheless, it is really bad and heartbreaking. Only you knows how you feel in this situation. I can only ask you to pardon, but reaction differs. Think deep about what you share, how long you have been, and the kids. Okay, let's check out more messages. DE says, just forgive and forget her. That's all. That marriage can never remain the same. You guys will just continue having trust issues. I want you to react to this one. So he's saying, forgive and forget her. Like, forgive her, but do not continue. It's more like saying, oh, move on with your life.
Like, you should break up with the marriage.
Yeah, saying that forgive and forget her because the marriage would never remain the same. There would be issues of trust and, there might be a lot of back and forth. What do you think about this one?
Sometimes just like I would say that it is actually easier said than done. I mean, there are some journey in life that you've actually walked through with some people and you can't just let them go like that. Just like Mr. Darlington said in his, when he was saying something that about the woman reassuring Larry that, okay, this has been done. This is how I've, gone wrong. And I'm promising that this is not going to happen again. I mean, it's not as if, lie is a lie, yeah. But it's not as if the lady has, lied to him about any other things apart from, she having a child outside. So I'm not going to support the, motion for Larry to, break up with the marriage or break the marriage, divorce the lady and leave her. I just feel like Larry should listen. They should communicate. Serious, like, you see that the way I'm talking here is because I know it's hard. Because for 15 years you are married, and for 15 years someone that you've been living with, it's just like you having someone that you've told the person everything about you, but this person is not keeping something from you, so you feel so disappointed. Like, you will feel so disappointed. But I just want, just like some people have been saying, that Larry should just, put it in a reverse case and think of what he would actually do in this situation. And I feel like Larry should be able to, through that journey of 15 years, Larry should be able to understand the lady's weakness. I feel like that's her weakness, of not wanting to, lose Larry, of not wanting to, do something that would break the two of them apart. And I'm sure that Larry would have, through that journey of 15 years, Larry would have known that this woman truly loves him, and it's just the what's it called, the dent of this lady having a child outside, and she lied to Larry. I know it's really a big thing, but I just want Larry. I'm not going to go in line with that, saying that Larry should forgive her and forget about her. I just want Larry should forgive her, and they should work things out. Really, they should really work things out. Because if Larry should break up, if Larry should divorce this lady now, who is Larry? Like, how will Larry continue? Is he going to marry
another person to take care of his two kids?
And you expect now you want another lady to marry you, but you don't want to accept the fact that we know that this woman lied to you. But
let's take this call.
Okay.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. This is Deepak from Ikorodu.
Oh, Deepak, which will be on the show tonight?
Yes. Good evening to the guest there, Mopelola.
Thank you. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Which will be on the show?
Yes, I want to make some observations in addition to all that everybody has said.
Okay.
I've always said it that in marriage there are three critical issues. You find it any marriage or relationship, love relationship that has any problem, it has always been two people are in love with one person. It has always been these three things. There are issues around lies, secrets, and third parties. These has always been the issues. It's either there is or there is a secret, or there is a third party, or there are secrets, lies, and third parties. You will see clearly in this matter now, third party, the mother-in-law, stepmother rather, in-law. Then you will see clearly here, lie, and you will see secret. The three are available in all this matter that is happening. But as I look back at the marriage, 15 years, obviously Larry was 28 when he married her. So it means that this was a young forming relationship. I will not suggest that Larry push away this lady. History has shown that women, this is women radio, but I have to say this. History has shown that a lot of times women make mistakes in marriage and men have had to clean up. We can go to our father Abraham. The decision to go into the woman that brought Ishmael alive was the decision made with Sarah. We can go to Adam, our father, and we can trace that story, and we can see how Eve got us into a dialogue with the trouble with the devil, and there was a mess up, and Adam took responsibility. Even when the angel was was saying it, that Sarah laughed, Sarah refused to acknowledge she laughed. She denied before the angel of God, and the angel named that child that was born Isaac. It has always been history of good men pulling out chestnut out of fire and coming to tidy up when a mess shows up. So what I want to suggest to Larry is that this is the time the man in you will show up. You can't throw away a relationship that is this robust. This solution to issues like this are another three things: love, trust, and tolerance. So together, not just the woman now, you have to sit down with this woman, let her understand your type of person and what you are really pursuing. And it's not too late, even in 15 years of marriage, to begin to build solid trust. It's something you deliberately do. It's an intentional, pragmatic thing. Trust, tolerance, and love. It's like an aeroplane with engine. That's the love. Then the two wings are trust and tolerance on both sides, on either side. That's one side trust, one side tolerance. All marriages that survive have to go through this. Martin Luther Kings of this world, the John F. Kennedys of this world, the great kings, King Charles this, Charles that, the popes of this world, and all the rest of the people you want to talk about. Are you getting me? Even when they wave, the popes don't marry. When they wave into marriage issues, I'm not a Catholic, but I'm just mentioning the Papa that we know that is the most pronounced religious Christian body all over the world. You will see that these things are there. They come to settle these issues, and it is always revolving around these three solutions, these three problems. It is love, trust, and tolerance. Like Mopelola said there, I think you can't afford to throw away this kind of marriage. That daughter and whatever children have got to be accommodated. Life is in three phases. Everything in life is in three phases. Everything in life. The cable wire is neutral, positive, and negative. We have day, night, and what we call morning, afternoon, and night. We have in a house, you will see the foundation, the visible part of the house, the building, then the roofing. So everything in life is in three, contrary to general opinion. So research has shown that all marriage issues come around this issue of lie. You know, I've always been trumpeting that lie, secret, and third party. So this should teach lessons to the rest of us. We should work at these things before we say, yes, I do. We should work at them. And when you ask intimate questions, and don't just ask, follow up. There are men who have lied about their certificates who don't have, and so they have. There are men who have said they work in a place and they don't even work there. You have to know where your man works. You have to know what certificate he has. The same thing with the woman. You have to ask questions. You say there are no children. You have to do tests. You have to ask questions. You have to meet relatives. Ask questions. Be free. There should be no secrecy, lie. There should be nothing like allowing third party. If I cannot trust you, so you see now in the bedroom, like Mr. Darlington said, they will be having distancing even when they're on the same bed. Because the man will suddenly remember this and certain things will start gulping up. And this is true. So this is why the man has got to pull up chestnut out of fire now. This is the time for him to show the real stuff he's made of. And pull his marriage together and develop it. Everybody has a sour story to tell. Are you getting it? Everybody, there is some, if it may not even be the couple, sometimes it is an extended family member that the matter, a third party that was not dealt with. Two people can be doing well in marriage, husband and wife, and a third party that needs to be stopped. Maybe a mother-in-law from the paternal side, or a mother-in-law from the maternal side, or a father-in-law, something, or an uncle or a brother or something. Sometimes it is this tribal issue. Sometimes it is this ethnic issue. What have you? So every marriage has a sour story to tell, and they've got to turn it to sweet. Some are even worse. It's bitter story. They have to turn it to sweet. That is the assignment we have when we say I do. Marriage is not a bed of roses. To say I love you means a lot more than a lot of people are calling it. There are personal experiences I would have said that I was involved, and there are experiences of other people I've seen that I could have shared this night. So I want to say this. Mr. Danity said he was not going to tell the man what to do. It's painful. It's painful. It's very painful. But the man should do something. And what he should do, which I suggest to him, should come around, build his home, and tell the woman a lot of things. Adam did that. And that's why we're still alive today. Are you getting me now? He didn't kill that woman. He didn't put that woman away. And that is worse off than what this woman did. Are you getting me? That what Eve did is worse off than. It's not commendable what she did. In those years when they were happy, she should have opened up and said, I lied to you, I destroyed what we have, and we are living in pretense. I am actually living in pretense with you, but I truly love you. Please forgive me, and these issues will have been solved. And I want to say, in resolving this matter, the man will need to involve both families. Are you getting me now? So that once and for all, the fire is quenched. Otherwise, it will resurface. Don't just settle it secretly now. Bring everything into the open. Do it with love and firmness. And I know that God will give him grace. That's my submission. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight. Well, let's check out more messages. This one says, this is from Caleb. Caleb says, forgive her for the sake of your children, but do not play fatherly role to the girl. In fact, keep her away from your home.
That's deep.
Okay, so Caleb is saying that, yes, forgive your wife because of your children, but you see this particular girl that is coming into your house, into your home, just let her stay away. Like, assume, this is more like saying, just assume that she never happened, like she's not in existence. Just let her stay away from the home. Okay, let's check out and then he wrote a subsequent message. He said the girl has a father. Wow. Okay, let's check out this one from Margaret. Margaret says, good evening. I've been listening to people's contribution. Please let us not trivialize this issue, if for anything, for the sake of a married young man. It is important to tell your spouse some bitter truths, as this, especially at the beginning of the relationship, bordering on marriage. Okay, Margaret from College, Ogba, thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight. So Margaret is saying that it is really important that we do not trivialize this issue. As much as we want to say that forgive and forget, we should also, hammer on the part that it is important to say the truth in a relationship. If you're going into a relationship, learn to always say your truth, your dark secret, because the truth is sometimes if you decide to conceal your dark secret, it would come back to haunt you. Definitely. A time would come that it would be open in a way you do not even expect. So, and when it gets to that point, it might be embarrassing, it might be something that you cannot fix. So I think this is why it is very, very important that we all have this habit where we say the truth, especially when we are going into a relationship. Whatever you know that would happen, or whatever secret or whatever thoughts you have, whatever thing you've done, and you know that if eventually this your partner gets to know, he would react in an unpleasant way, I think you should tell him just before he finds out. If he loves you, he would continue, he would accept you for who you are. If he doesn't, or maybe he loves you but he cannot handle it, he can go. But you hiding it, the reaction you were running away from many years ago, it should be double, because he won't look at you with the same eyes. It is better you tell him at the start of the relationship, and then he decides to say, okay, I want to stay, I don't want to stay, I can handle it, I cannot handle it, and all of that. Because if you hide it, the time the secret is open, it should be very, very, very hard for you to convince him to forgive you. Because, and then you start saying, oh, he hasn't forgiven you, is this. That's because we handle our hearts differently. The way I handle the situation when I'm hot is different from the way you handle it. So I totally agree with Margaret on this one. And then Margaret went further. He said, it is a painful experience for Larry. My advice for him is to sit down and think it over. But a marriage of 15 years with 2 kids have come a long way. If he still loves his wife, he can forgive his wife and let go for the sake of the children. While the wife will now show genuine remorse and do everything to end his love once again, it is important to know that hence The girl was not raised in that home. They all should exercise tolerance in order to enjoy a peaceful home going forward. Thanks for your attention. Keep doing the great work. Thank you very much, Margaret, for your thoughts on the show tonight. 07000 917 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Larry on the show? Larry is asking you, what would be your advice? Do you think Larry should just end this marriage? Just as some people have said, Larry should forgive and forget. So would you say Larry should forgive and forget, or would you say that Larry should just end this relationship and move on with his life? What are your thoughts on the show tonight? We would really like to hear from you. 07000 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. Log into our website www.wfm917.com. Download the mobile app WFM917, and yes, you can send in your contributions to our social media platforms WFM917 for you to be a part of the conversation. 07000 917. What exactly would you like to say to Larry on the show? Larry is 43. Larry has been married for about 15 years, but now Larry has got to know that his wife has a child from the previous marriage. All right, let's check out some of the comments we have on Facebook. This one is from John Mack. John Mack says, bros, calm down. Sometimes it is just very difficult for ladies to open up on matters like that because of societal stigmas and rejection. You're 100% right to be angry and devastated, but just remember one good thing about her and hold on to that and forgive her. I quite agree with this one. You know, sometimes when people hurt us, we tend to forget about all of the good things they've done to us. We just focus on the bad part or whatever it is they've done to us at that moment. So I quite agree with this person. John is saying that he should just hold on to one good thing she has done for him and forgive and forget. Okay, Bukola Falayezi says, I guess the fear of rejection and boldness to keep a lie custard. On her part, she didn't do well at all, leaving a whole being out of her life. It has happened already. Find a way to look around it and see how the lady could be gainfully engaged and not be a burden to herself and other families involved. Do your part and support the girl. Not to have or know your mother is enough burden. Forgive her. We all have shameful past at times. Families must be truthful indeed. Okay, 07000 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. Edward Chukujintu Moloku says, don't be devastated. If your wife has been a good mother to your children, a good daughter-in-law to your mom, a good sister-in-law to your siblings, and a good wife to you, there is no need to call the marriage quit or be hostile and begin to cheat on her with reckless abandon. Your wife and yourself have issues to discuss, and only you know what those issues are. Don't take out the anger of betrayal from your wife or your stepdaughter. It is well. God is in control. Thank you very much, Edward, for your thoughts on the show tonight. Uluwaturutimi Adesanya says, just calm down, bro. I understand your pain, but you may do it out of fear. Please forgive her and don't let that destroy your marriage. Nicholas Isaac Saporochi says, devastated. He said, devastated core, devastated knee. You were told, but you choose a lie. Bros, you are aware, just forgive and forget. So I guess he's tying it back to what the stepmother had said. Gabriel Gibran says, forgive and forget. Akisheloi Uluwa Sheyi Dupiola says, let me try to get a message. He says, my brother, I know it is painful, but there is nothing you can do about it. Just forgive her. Though what she did is very bad. She's supposed to open up. If you love her, you marry her. I have a friend that got pregnant when we were in secondary school. She later met a guy. She told him that she's a single mother. The guy stopped seeing her. But later he came back and they got married. They are still together till today. Men to do it. A sister met a guy, did wedding, not knowing that the man has been married before with two boys. He put his sons in boarding school. After the wedding, he brought them home, and then fight started. The family have had to intervene. They asked him why he hid it. He said he does not want the lady to leave her. She's too secretive, but you still need to forgive her. It is what we say. Okay, so this lady decided to give us two instances that she knows. She had a friend who had a child while they were in secondary school, and while she met this particular person that she was going to be serious with, she had to tell the person about it. The person left her after she told the person, but the person came back. So she was saying that if she had told him, if the man loved her enough, he would come back. Even if he feels that he cannot handle it, he would still come back. So it was now she was now saying that men do the same. That there was this particular man that she knew, or that she knows, as the case may be, the man got married, had two boys without telling his wife. And if you remember, there was this case of Jessica, I think the adopted daughter of Mr. Ibu as well, who got married to the love of her life, only to realize after the marriage that the man has kids. Now she had to, call off that marriage, that she's no longer interested because the man, even though she loved the man, but she cannot just cope with a lie that the man had told. I think he has about 4 children without telling her and all of that. So yes, Isia Queen Elisa says if she has a good character and loving, please hold on to the good times and forgive her. Olamileko Abimbola Samuel says, be calm, bro. I guess she did not tell you because of fear and rejection and the fear of losing you. You have been together for 15 years, and I guess through all that time, she has been a good wife. I know this will hurt, and you have the right to be angry, but just forgive her. 07000 that is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say on the show tonight? What would be your advice to Larry? Do you think Larry is overreacting? Do you even think Larry should react at all? Do you think Larry should forgive and forget, as it has been said on the show? Or would you say that Larry should just move on with his life and probably find someone else? What exactly are your thoughts on the show tonight? If you are just joining us, you're listening to Adult Conversations on the BFM 91.7. Adult Conversations is where we share real life issues and discuss matters of the heart. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Okay, so I guess you might just have to call us back. 07000 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Larry on the show? So if you are just joining us, this is Adult Conversations on the BFM 91.7. My name is Blessing Agbeto, and with me on the show tonight, I have
Mukulola Ojewale.
and yes, we are taking a look at the story that was sent in by Larry. Larry said, my name is Larry. I am 43 years old. My wife and I have been married for 15 years. And together we have 2 children. When we were about to get married, my wife's stepmother told me that my wife had given birth before. I was shocked because my wife didn't mention it to me. I asked her about it, but she denied. She said her stepmother was just looking for a means to destroy our marriage, and I should pay no attention to her words. It bothered me for a while, but I later shook it off because I love my wife and I trusted her. Last month, I was informed that a young lady showed up at my family house to ask about my wife. Upon further inquiry, she told my family members that she is my wife's daughter. I couldn't believe what I heard, so I decided to see for myself. I invited the young lady to our house because without her knowledge, and she can't even deny it anymore because she looks exactly like my wife. Upon seeing that child, she started crying, begged for my forgiveness, and said she lied because she loves me and doesn't want to lose me. I was perplexed. I can't even believe the woman I married has been living a lie for the past 15 years. As I write to you, I feel so devastated and betrayed. I am heartbroken, confused, and disappointed. Please, what should I do? Remember that Larry is listening to the conversation, so please, when you call in, try to share your thoughts without condemning, judging, or using abusive language. And yes, remember to turn down the volume on your radio so that we can hear you clearly when you call in. 07917 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. Send us a text and WhatsApp message on 0703 175 6537. Log on to our website www.wfm917.com. Send in your contributions to our social media platforms, WFM917. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Who is on the line?
Hi, Teresa. Happy to have you on the show tonight.
I'm happy Monday.
Same to you.
About what people say, I just don't know. What's happening is that I will just consider let that boy, let the man forgive the wife. Since it's not new marriage. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, we will see you. Please go on.
What's happening is that we should forgive her. It has already happened. And secondly, it's not a new marriage. This is maybe 1 year, 2 years. Because the thing happened to me. When I got married to my husband, after about 2-3 years, I found out that he has already married before and had 3 kids. And I did not know. He could not allow me to go to their village to just rush my marriage to the village. So when I now found out, the family started coming to me and I was asking, in short, how did things come out? My husband was surprised. So the thing got me annoyed. I packed my maid and I moved out from his house. I said, why didn't you tell me? So it happened to me. And my own was about 2-3 years. And I've gotten almost 2 children by that time. And in that very time, I packed out. So the man died. And I'm alone with my children now. So the thing happened to me. That is the reason why I'm saying the phone is different because it's over 15 years. At least me myself go down get grown up children. So I'm saying you should forgive and forget. You understand? Then my own is like 2 years, 3 years old. So I go annoyed and I pass it. I say, why didn't you explain to me that you are married? Because if you see my husband very handsome, tall and good, you will not even believe I was married before in our father. So since that very time I vow that I will not marry any other man. Since 96 November, no my children. They are all grown up. They are 3, the one died. Remaining 2 now. My daughter just finished university. My son is working. So the boy will just forgive and forget. You understand? Who the woman is? They are married. I think the woman is not bad to the man. It's just forgiven. So that is my own contribution.
All right. Thank you very much, Theresa, for your thoughts on the show tonight. The man should just forgive and forget. The man should think about his children. The man should. Why is it easy to just forgive? Knowing fully well that this person that you think you love for 15 years has a child. Some people cannot just deal, not because they don't love you, but they cannot deal with the fact that you have a child out there. The fact that you lie to them. It would always, no matter how they've forgiven you, no matter how much you want them to forgive you, whenever you misbehave, they would always remind you, like, I cannot trust you. You lied to me that you don't have a child and your child showed up. And I also feel that it's okay for us to know that he has a right to, be angry.
Of course.
He has a right to feel the way he feels at this point. This is Adult Conversations on the BFM 91.7.
Your church shoes, little sister, because we're about to blast off.
What is it you're trying to say?
It's time to buckle up, because we're in the driver's seat.
Women Radio 91.7.
It's time to enjoy fast and reliable internet connection for less.
It's time to go big in the Airtel Home Broadband all-time mega offer.
It's time to take advantage in the Airtel Home Broadband all-time mega offer. Get a MiFi with up to 125 gigabyte bonus data for just 5,000 naira, or a router with up to 240 gigabyte bonus data for just 10,000 naira. Visit any Airtel shop or www.airtel.com.ng/HBB now. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Ijoma, I need some money to go to the hospital. Tola, you still need money to go to the hospital? We're in the era of health insurance. Health insurance? Yes. You do know that illnesses never let you know when they're coming, but Ives Health Insurance offers financial cover in times like this. Really? What am I waiting for? I'm off to get my Ives Health Insurance. Trust me, Tola. Ives Medicare HMO Limited is competent, reliable, and they never joke with the health of their clients. They have different types of health plans for corporate bodies, communities, schools, hotel guests, travelers, individuals, and families. Ives Medicare is located at Hope Plaza, number 2, Osho Street, Okbebi, Ikeja, Lagos. For more information, please call 080-921-65592, 081-476-17220, and 080-326-39058. Ives Medicare, health protection in your colors.
Ní Women Radio 91.7 àmọ̀rírì rẹ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a sì ń fẹ́ láti súnmọ́ ẹ sí. Ní báyìí, ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio yóò mú ẹ darapọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn akẹgbẹ́ obìnrin bíi tiẹ̀ ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ 36 ní Nàìjíríà. Ṣé oníṣòwò ni ẹ́? Oníṣòwò aládàáni, akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nílé ìwé, òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì, ìyàwó ilé tàbí àgbẹ̀? Women Radio wà fún yín láì ná yín ní ohunkóhun. Forúkọ sílẹ̀ ní wfm917.com. O sì tún lè darapọ̀ mọ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio ní Facebook group gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ ẹgbẹ́. A ó bá ọ ṣe ìgbélárugẹ okòwò rẹ ní Women Radio, tí wàá sì tún láǹfààní láti máa jẹ ẹ̀bùn tó jọjú lóṣooṣù. Dáúnlóòdù mobile app wa kó o sì máa gbọ́ wa níbikíbi tó o bá wà. Ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio yóò mú ẹ ní àjọṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú akẹgbẹ́ obìnrin bíi tiẹ̀ tó kù.
I feel that there's some sort of lack of professionalism in this, because we're talking about 100 lives.
Government has to also put in place a structure to make it look like what they have in mind.
How do we stop crime in the society? Because at the end of the day, if a man cannot provide for his wife anymore, he looks for other means. Because we should address Nigerian problems. We should not.
This is Panorama.
Mondays through Fridays from 9 to 5 a.m.
On WFM 91.7 will bring you ladies from across Nigeria's political zones, dissecting, discussing, and disagreeing on topical issues of the day. You too can join the conversation by tweeting us at WFM917 with the hashtag Panorama. WFM 91.7, Voice of Women.
A time for change, to unmask the truth, to unmask the rot in our communities. Unmasking the truth will focus on the effects of corruption on women, prefer solution, and demand for accountability. Unmasking the Truth will be on this radio station
every first Monday by 5:30 p.m.
And we ask you to join us to condemn corruption, to demand for accountability, and to work together for a better Nigeria. Unmasking the Truth is an initiative of St. Ives Communications in partnership with Voice of Women and supported by the MacArthur Foundation.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your girl again. You are listening to WFM 91.7. Yeah, keep your ear tuning. That's it. Bye-bye.
Hello.
All right, 13 minutes right before 10 from the side of the radio. Glad to know that you're still there tuned in to WFM 91.7. This is Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. And yes, you are listening to Adult Conversations. My name is Blessing Agneto. And with me on the show tonight, I have
Mopulala Ojewale.
and yes, Adult Conversation is that program where we share real life issues and discuss matters of the heart. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
All right, you well to call us back to be a part of the conversation. Tonight on the show, we shared the story of Larry. Larry sent in the story and he said, "My name is Larry. I am 43 years old. My wife and I have been married for 15 years, and together we have 2 children. When we were about to get married, my wife's stepmother told me that my wife had given birth before. I was shocked because my wife didn't mention it to me. I asked her about it, but she denied. She said her stepmother was just looking for a means to destroy our marriage, and I should pay no attention to her words. It bothered me for a while, but I later shook it off because I love my wife and I trusted her. Last month, I was informed that a young lady showed up at my family house to ask about my wife. Upon further inquiry, she told my family members that she is my wife's daughter. I couldn't believe what I heard, so I decided to see for myself. I invited the young lady to our house without her knowledge, and she can't even deny it anymore because she looks exactly like my wife. Upon seeing her child, she started crying, begged for my forgiveness, and said she lied because she loves me and doesn't want to lose me. I was perplexed. I can't believe the woman I married has been living a lie for the past 15 years. As I write to you, I feel so devastated and betrayed. I am heartbroken, confused, and disappointed. Please, what should I do? Larry is asking you tonight, what should he do? 07000 917 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. Send a text or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. Log on to our website www.wfm917.com. Download the mobile app WFM 917 to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Larry on the show? Do you think Larry should forgive and forget? Or would you say that Larry should do away with this marriage? Or would you say that Larry should accept this child? Or would you say Larry should forget about the child and concentrate on his children? But Larry is 43 already. If Larry decides to, end this relationship or end this marriage, as the case may be, would Larry be able to find a single woman who would be able to raise his 2 children without abusing them or making life unbearable for them? At the end of the day, no matter what we want to say, as much as we want to advise Larry, we cannot just advise Larry without putting into consideration the children who are in existence already. If Larry decides to divorce his wife, it will tell on these 2 children who have always seen them together as mom and dad in the last 15 years. Now, should Larry accept this new girl into the home? I think that is totally dependent on Larry. But as we wrap up on the show tonight, Bukulola, what would you like to say?
Yeah, that was a long one. So, Larry, just like I've been saying, I know it's actually not easy because, sometimes people have to put themselves in the situation to be able to advise other people. So, I would just say, Larry, please just find in your heart to forgive her. Let her know what she did is very wrong, and let her know that you are really hurt with what she did. Just let her know how you feel about it. But continue with the marriage. I mean, just listen to her, just like I said. Listen to her, and not just listen to the words of her mouth, listen to her heart. to know how genuinely she's sorry and how, what her intention was for not telling you that she has a child. I mean, for a whole 15 years, it's actually not easy. So I just want you to, when you love someone, you would definitely, want to see them happy, and you definitely want to know whatever is happening in their life and where it's going wrong. So just, accept her back and forgive her, but let her know that what she did was definitely wrong.
Let her know that what she did was definitely wrong and you were hurt by what she did. I honestly feel and pray that Larry would find peace, because I mean it is hard. No matter how much you want to say it or see it, it is really hard to say, oh, forgive and forget. Forgive and forget can be easily said, but can he truly forgive? But then again, you can forgive your wife. And I'm going to just wrap up with some of the things that have been said on the show, which I feel that it's a good one for you to pay attention to. As much as you get angry, as much as you're pained by what has happened, remember that particular day that she made you happy. Remember that particular thing that she did to make you happy, to bring a smile on your face. If not for anything, pardon her for that. And if you feel like you find it really hard to forgive her, I think you should also see a counselor. See someone who would, actually counsel you on how to forgive her. What are the things you need to do for you to forgive her and for her to regain your trust once again? Anyways, I am super glad that we have been able to help Larry on the show as usual. Thank you very much for each and every of your contributions on the show tonight. Even though the network has been acting funny, the network has prevented us from hearing for some people, but we're grateful. Thank you very much for always making the date with us on Adult Conversations, Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. We're grateful and we thank you for all of your contributions tonight. I am sure that Larry will be able to make an informed decision from the advice you have given tonight. So, on behalf of Larry, I want to say thank you once again, and I really hope that you will join us tomorrow, same time between 8 and 10 p.m. Same station, Women Radio, WFM 91.7, same program, Adult Conversations. Many thanks to the engineers on duty. Evans, thank you for your support. And yes, Mukulola, thank you very much for being a part of the conversation.
It's a pleasure to be with you.
All right, my name is Blessing Agbeto, and this is where we get to call it a wrap for today. Let us meet again tomorrow at 8 p.m. for another moment on Adult Conversations. The whole essence of us coming together is to help other people make an informed decision. By the time we give our own opinions, our advice on the show, we are building homes, we are building people, we're helping people to make a very good lifetime decision. So thank you for always, and we will talk to you again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Good night, and God bless you.
Bye.
We are Nigeria's only radio